Greetings, everyone! Welcome to my review of Sonic the Hedgehog issue 243. It's a brand new arc that continues the echidnas storyline, and it's a breath of fresh air. I mean, none of this whole new Mobotropolis politics, none of this ugly troll nagas. We are finally going to have some fun, and fun we will have. We start the fun with a history lesson in an echidna school, where the teacher explains how the echidnas colonized Down Under, how they created Angel Island, and the eventual reunification of all echidnas to the homeland. Okay, two things here. The reunification, which is called the Day of Transit, that's when Knuckles as Enerjack sent the majority of the echidnas to the homeland and back during the Enerjack Reborn arc. And two, not all the echidnas went back to the homeland. There's still Lien-Da and her followers that are with Eggman, so history's a little inaccurate. Anyway, one student was not paying attention, and when the teacher asks what's more important than a history lesson, well, he replies that there's a giant egg in the sky and it's looking directly at him. Hi, Death Egg. Hi, kids. You know, it does look like that it's looking down. I mean, can its eyes move? Oh, that's weird. So, 3 days have passed, and Team Fighters arrive, and there's no Death Egg in sight. What? What? Wait a second. Back in issue 241, Team Fighters were about to show up on the Echidna homeland, and the Death Egg was clearly there. I mean, and now, what's going on? Continuity fail! Okay. The team discussed that Eggman's recent attacks are an effort to slow down the pursuit, but being Team Fighters, they have to essentially help out, and they're going to help out with the echidnas. Just then, they are under attack by Metal Knuckles, a member of Eggman's Metal series. And will it easily be defeated like its Metal brethren? Nope. After knocking Sonic out of the way, Metal Knuckles starts wrecking the tornado. Now, despite Amy knocking the robot away, the damage was done and the plane crashed. Everyone was okay, and Tails instructs T-Pup to begin the repairs, while Team Fighters investigates the situation. They encounter some of Eggman's forces, who were easily defeated, and that's where we met the local resistance, led by a familiar face. Hi, Remington! After introductions, Remington explained that things were alright since they were sent here until Lien-Da showed up with her forces. Eggman moved on while she stayed, and the only piece of Eggman tech that was left with her was the Metal Knuckles unit. Many echidnas were captured, and Remington is trying to free them, and he's trying to have them relocate into the Mercian Forest. And he also tries to contact Knuckles and his kin for help, but Sonic blurts out that Knuckles is the only remaining member of his family. Oh yeah, real tactful, Sonic. To be fair, Sonic isn't really much the subtle type. Remington, we have to focus on rescuing the remaining echidnas. Alright. Eggman then contacts Lien-Da and demands a status report on the Legionization. She doesn't want to start until all of the echidnas are captured, and Eggman says he is heading for his Arctic refueling station, and if she does not finish by the time he's done, well, there will be consequences. Lien-Da then addresses the prisoners, saying that they will all be truly united under her leadership. And, well, yeah. And you could say that at this point, all the echidnas are now back in the homeland. So now it's true. Now there's true unification happening, sort of, maybe, yeah. And, of course, there is someone who does not agree with Lien-Da's philosophy about her being the new leader, saying that Knuckles will protect them. And who better to say that than Knuckles' own mommy? And She's also the leader of the echidnas, the surviving bunch. She's the matriarch. Way to move up in the world, Lara-Le. Well, Lien-Da tries to rub it in that Knuckles was nowhere near the events of the day in transit, and that Knuckles' mom's faith would shatter if she were to learn that Knuckles was actually, well, she would have said Enerjack if it not had been for the attack. Team fighters and the resistance bust into the base and free the echidnas from the capsules. Lien-Da, believing Eggman is setting her up to fail with Sonic's presence, orders the paralyzing defense grid to be activated immediately. It freezes members of the resistance, and members of Lien-Da's forces remain unaffected, leaving them free to, well, get them. Tails, Amy, and Remington are destroying the grid, while Sonic goes for Lien-Da herself. And Lien-Da reveals a new trick, generating electric whips. This is what Eggman did to her after being blown up and rebuilt. And to put the odds more in her favor, Metal Knuckles reappears and knocks Sonic out. Ow. Now, on Angel Island, Knuckles receives a distress call from his people and, well, just prepares to use his warp ring to help. Whoa, wait a second. Wait a minute. Didn't we already have this scene in issue 242? And this is where this issue is going to end. Continuity fail, maybe? Okay, let me get this out of the way so that I can get to the more interesting stuff. I know that the lettering is different in certain parts of the comic due to a quick rewording, and I have a feeling it might be related to a certain court case. Now, something similar has happened in Sonic Universe, so it might worry a good number of people. Me, I'm the kind of guy who tries to go with the flow, and yes, I will be upset if certain things happen. And that's all I'll say about the issue. Anyway, Metal Knuckles here is actually a Sega Sonic character. He appeared in the racing video game Sonic R. And yes, that's the same game that debuted the Tails doll. And at least this model can put up a fight unlike its robotic brethren. And the echidnas have been doing pretty well ever since they were sent here a long time ago. Remington is always ready to stand up for justice no matter where he's located. Lara-Le, Knuckles' mom, she really has come up in the world. I mean, being the leader of the surviving echidnas. And, well, it seems that she has her old Knuckles series look back. I mean, the last time we saw her, she looked pretty much more like this. So, that's interesting. And where is her husband? And where is her infant son? Well, this arc has just begun. I'm sure the answers are coming up. Maybe. Yes. And it's about time that we see what Eggman did to Lien-Da. Now, in retrospect, she might have been grateful that the Iron Queen blew her up and then Eggman remade her because she's now stronger and more electric. Well, I don't know about stronger, but definitely more electric. And sad to say, she is still a brat. And no new Knuckles action until the next issue. Crap. Darn it. And things will get complicated when he arrives. I'm assuming. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah. And things might get even more complicated when Thrash arrives as well. Anyway, I'm going to give this issue an 8.4 out of 10, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.